work out here. No slacking. As your boy D Valo, and I'm back on boxing. I covered this fight already. Deontay Wilder vs Gerald Washington tonight for the WBC heavyweight. They had the weigh-in yesterday. Wilder came up as 222 pounds and Washington was 239 pounds. So the word on everybody's lips is that the general consensus is Wilder is gonna go in there, punch the hell out of this guy, put the real whooping on him in his hometown. He's going to be doing a dance. He's going to be happy, putting on a show for the crowd, for the fans. It's going to be easy. And you know what? I think it's not. I think this guy is a different opponent to the ones that Wilder's faced before. When he first won the title against the WBC back in against Stavern was 6'2", and even though he was throwing some bombs, he could not reach Wilder, and Wilder was just picking him off and lacing him with them long lanky arms and them uppercuts and them cutting right hands. And that really messed up Stavern, that fight. It was like a human punch bag, to be honest. But this guy is 6'6". He is a similar height to Wilder, and when Wilder fought Duapsus, even though Duapsus was very tough and could take a lot of licks, he was a similar sort of height to Wilder. So maybe that was another reason why he went for so long, because Wilder, when he really goes on to you, he's vicious. He can take you out in a round and he makes it look like it. So Duapsus, maybe because Duapsus had a bit of height on him, he couldn't really finish him too quick. So anyway, Washington, what has he got? He is a very skilled opponent. He's quite technical. I've watched his fights. But the one thing that gets me about Washington, just the one little thing, is his heart. He's a very nice guy. And I mean, that is great outside of the ring, having a nice personality. And his confidence comes with himself. Fine. But this is a WBC heavyweight title. He's had 18 fights with no losses. This is his shot at the title. And I mean, this is a heavyweight division. It's mean. It's get hurt. It's hungry. It's a battle. So he just seems very nice about it. And I mean, if you want to be the champion, you gotta have a mean streak. You gotta have, if you could have the eye of the tiger, if you want to be the kingpin, and especially against Wilder, because he's a very fiery type of character. When he's in the ring, he's not just. He even said it in an interview. He's putting everything on the line. When he's in that ring and he's fighting his opponent, it's life or death, because he's got his family and he's got his wife. It means a lot to Wilder when he fights. So if Washington wants to beat him as the contender, he needs to be angry. He needs to really, really want it. And if he really, really wants it, then it will show. And the only way to find out is tonight when they fight. I'm very excited for this fight, which is going to happen. Because you know what? I want to see Wilder's in some deep waters. I think he really wants it too. Because that's what gets his blood boiling, and that's what he loves. I don't just want to see him doing that dance in the corner, or I don't want to see the ref stopping this fight, even though it will be exciting if he does beat the hell out of this guy. But I also want to see what Washington has in a locker. If he comes into that ring and he ain't the Mr. Nice Guy no more, and he really goes for Wilder, and when I say go for him, I don't just mean steamrolling him and following him around the ring, just trying to walk him down. No, I mean using his technique and his skill, but having an extra edge, which is going to put the pressure on the champion. Because let's face it, this is a big occasion for him, and it means a lot more to him than to Wilder. I mean, of course, Wilder wants to defend his title, but for him, it's just another day's work. But saying that though, his trainer did say that they're more worried about Washington than the guy that he was supposed to fight, which, you know what, I can't even pronounce his name, but that guy was beginning with W. He had drugs charges, so he's out of here. He ain't fighting no more. Washington is here. And I did a little research on Washington. He's been in the Navy. He's been in American football. He's 34. He's had a rich history which has built up his character. I mean, my man's been in the Navy. He's tough. So when I see him in the ring just kind of smiling and doing his thing, I mean, yeah, that's good. But come on, you've been through it. Like, you know about discipline. You know what it takes to be the guy. So come on, you gotta show it tonight. So there's only one way to find it. As I said, I want to see Wilder in deep waters. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Do you think? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Is that this fight is not going to be as easy as Wilder thinks it will be? What do you think of Washington? What do you think of his skills and his personality, especially? And do you think it's suited for this fight? Do you think that Wilder is gonna just beat him down, or do you think it's gonna be a harder fight? Let me know. Drop it in the comments. I'll be very interested to see what you think. And another thing, I don't know if I've said it already, but I don't like Wilder's hairstyle. I want to see what happens when he gets hit with a punch. You know what I mean? But I seen in an earlier interview that he's been practicing with his jab, and his jab was good already, and he said he's been fighting with one hand. So I don't know what kind of camp he's had, but fighting with one hand, I mean, he's vicious just with one. So if you can just fight with one, jabbing at all angles, well, Washington's got a lot coming to him. But as you can see, these two here look very in shape. 239 pounds, 239 pounds, which is Washington's weight, is very light. For him, that's the lightest he's ever been. And 222, that's amazing. For Wilder, look how tall he is. He's got that lanky frame. But as we know, he's an athlete. So these two are very physically. Wilder's definitely mentally. I'm not sure about Washington, but I'm sure he's ready. And there's only one way to find out. Tonight, it will be going on. Make sure you tune in and let me know what you think before the fight. This is my final thoughts. Wilder is gonna win this one, but I want Washington to show him Wagwan. You know what I mean? I want Wilder to come out and think, you know what, Washington was a good opponent, you know, and I want Washington to fight well. So anyway, yeah, watch this fight tonight. These two WBC heavyweight. Boom. D Valor, and I'm out.